everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, I'm going to show you how I've used Perplexity AI to generate the content every day and post it to my various social media accounts. So this is the workflow automation which I've created using Pabbly. We are going to test this once whether it is working fine or not. For that, I will be adding a topic in my Google Sheets spreadsheet, and based on the same topic, if the content is posted on my Facebook and then it is posted to my WordPress and then it is posted to my Twitter, then this is going to show us the connection setup which we have created is working fine. So here the title is how I automated 80% of my daily work. The tone is practical, result oriented, trust building, simple and benefit driven. And these are the keywords: Pabbly automation, automate daily work, workflow automation with Pabbly, business process automation, no code automation. I am going to add the audience, and as soon as I add this audience, a content should be generated and posted to my Facebook, WordPress and Twitter. So here I am going to add the audience like small business owners, automation beginners, digital marketers, founders, solopreneurs, operation managers, no code users. So here I have added all the details. I'm going to open my Facebook and I'm going to refresh this page once to check whether any post has been created or not. And here it is. Just now we have created this post. I used Pabbly automation to quickly wipe out about 80% of my daily busy work. No code, no developer, just clear workflow. I started by listing every repetitive task I hated: copying leads into sheet, sending follow-up emails, updating my CRM, logging sales, creating tasks for my team. So this is a very nice content it has generated for me, and it has been posted on my Facebook. Let's open my WordPress. I'm going to go towards the post, click on this all posts. And over here we have created the same post on my WordPress. I'm going to click on this view and you can see that this is the same article which has been published on my WordPress. If I open my Twitter, I'm going to refresh this page once here. And here it is, we have created this post. Check out our new post. If I click on this link, I will be redirected towards the same article or the same content or the same post. So this is how this AI agent is working and creating and generating the content for me and posting automatically to my various social media accounts using Pabbly. Now, if you also want to learn how I can create and perform this amazing automation, let's start creating this from the beginning. So here I am on the landing page of Pabbly, and we are going to start creating this wonderful automation which I have just shown you from the scratch. So this is the landing page of Pabbly, and you can visit this simply by typing pabbly.com in your browser. Now on the top right corner you can see two options: sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on the sign in. If you are a new user, click on the sign up for free, and this will give you 100 tasks free on monthly basis. You can try these 100 tasks and check whether it fits your business and workflows or not. And when you are ready to upgrade, you can use this code SHOOPPC to get the maximum benefits on your Pabbly purchase. Now, as I'm an existing user, I'll click on the sign in, and here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. I'll click on this Pabbly Connect, access now. And here it has taken me towards this dashboard where I will be able to find all my workflows over here and all the folders which I have created over here. If you want to create a new folder, simply click on this plus icon, and from here you can create a new folder. For now, I want to create a new workflow, for which I need to click on this create workflow, and I need to select my workflow builder. We have this new beta which is modern, faster and more flexible one. We have this classic which is a stable and a familiar approach. I'm going to select this new beta, and then I'll name this workflow as how I create daily content using Perplexity AI, and now I'm going to select my folder. These are the folders which have been created. I'm going to select it as AI agent and then click on create. Here workflow created successfully. Now as soon as I click on create, this box has appeared in front of me where I need to enter my trigger application. So trigger is basically an event which starts the automation of a workflow. There can be only one trigger step in a workflow, but as many as action steps as you want. Here in this workflow, what I'm doing, I'm simply adding my title to an audience and keywords in my Google Sheets spreadsheet. Using Perplexity AI, I'm going to generate the content and post it to my various social media accounts, which means whenever I'm going to add a new title here, this complete workflow here will get triggered, because trigger basically activates or triggers any workflow. Here in my trigger application, I will be taking Google Sheets, and following this trigger application, in my action application, I'll take Perplexity, Facebook, WordPress and Twitter. So I'm going to click on this add trigger, and in my trigger application, I'll search for Google Sheets. In my trigger event, I'm going to select it as new or updated spreadsheet row and then click on connect. So now I need to make connection between Pabbly Connect and Google Sheets, for which a webhook URL is provided to me, and this webhook URL is going to act as a bridge to connect my Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. I'm going to follow the help desk given below and build this connection. For that, I'm going to open my Google Sheets spreadsheet, which I've created by the name Perplexity Content for Social Media, and here I have added 4 fields: keywords, title, tone, and audience. So you can see the title, how I automated my business and reduced cost. Then the tone is practical, confident, result focused, benefit driven. The audience is this, and the keywords are these. Now I want to send this data from my spreadsheet to my workflow. For that, I'm going to build this connection using this webhook URL. For that, I have to go towards this extensions, click on this add-ons, and then click on this get add-ons. Here Google Workspace Marketplace will appear in front of me, where I need to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks. And it is showing install because I have already installed this. But if you are doing this for the first time, please make sure that you follow the same process and install this. And after installing, you have to refresh your Google Sheets. After doing this much, you have to go back towards the extensions, click on this Pabbly Connect webhooks, and then click on this initial setup. A dialog box will appear in front of you, where you need to enter the webhook URL and the trigger column. So this is the same webhook URL which I am provided in my workflow. I am going to copy this and paste it over here, and then I need to enter the trigger column. So the trigger column will be a final data column on which, if the data is added, the whole of that data will be sent to the webhook URL. Here my final data entry column is column D, which means whenever I'm going to add the data in this particular column, the complete show data will be sent to my workflow. I'm going to click on the send test, and you will see test data sent successfully, and here it is. We have sent the same data to my workflow, and now to build this connection, I have to click on the submit, and you will see setup configured successfully. Now I need to follow a very important step. I have to go towards this extensions, click on this Pabbly Connect webhooks, and then click on the send on event. So this step will make sure whatever data we add in future, it is sent to Pabbly Connect. I'll go back towards my workflow and check whether I have received this response there or not. And here it is. Once again ago, I have received the response. The trigger column is column D. We have received the tone. We have received the title. And then we have received the spreadsheet name Perplexity Content for Social Media. We have received the keywords, the same keywords which I have in my Google Sheet spreadsheet. And the audience was this. Now here, as soon as I have received this response, we can say the connection setup is working fine. And now whenever there will be new title, keywords, tone, audience added in my Google Sheet spreadsheet, I will start capturing that response here in this workflow. Moving on towards the next step, whenever I receive this title, I want to generate a content using Perplexity. So I'm going to click on this add new action step, and in my action application, I'll search for Perplexity. In my action event, I'm going to select it as create chat completion and then click on connect. So if you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection, and now to make this connection, I need to enter this token. To enter this token, a hyperlink is provided to me. I'm going to open this hyperlink, and it has taken me towards this page. Now on the left hand side where you can see all these options, I'm going to open the API keys. To create a new API token, you simply need to click on this accept terms, and you can name this key and generate a new key. Here I have already generated this key. I am on the paid account of Perplexity AI. I have copied this API key and I'm going to paste it over here, and then I'm simply going to click on this save. So here, Perplexity is connected to Pabbly Connect. Now I need to enter these details. First one is that I have to select the model. Now here we have all these models. These are the supporting models. I'm going to select it as Sonar Pro. Then in the roles, I'm going to select it as user. In this content user 0 field, I need to enter the prompt with using which I'm going to generate the content. So here I'm going to enter the prompt. Now you have to enter the prompt in a way that whatever prompt you are going to add, you are going to specify the details and all the limits and the rules, and based on the same prompt only, this AI is going to generate the content for you. I'm going to enter the prompt like. So here I have entered the prompt like research the latest trending insight related to this topic. I'm going to enter the topic, make it highly relevant for this audience, tone, keyword. The content must be useful, relatable, and practical for real people. Keep the total length under 150 words. Use clean paragraph formatting that works across Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter. Do not return JSON. Do not return bullet points. Do not return hashtags. Do not use emojis. Do not use special characters or symbols. Do not include source, link, citation, titles, labels, or explanation. Now I'm going to enter these details, but I'm not going to enter these details manually. Instead, I'm going to use a method called mapping, which means I'm going to enter the data from the previous response. I have received the response from this Google Sheets, and when I click on this field, I can see this Google Sheets. When I click on this, I can see all the response which I have received from there. I need to enter the title, the audience, and then I'm going to enter the tone, and then I'm going to enter the keyword. So now over here, mapping is important so that every time you receive a new response, it is taken into consideration in this field. Manually entering the data will make this field static and the information will not change even when you receive the new response. Over here, if I manually enter any detail, this field will become static, and every time I receive a new response from Google Sheets, the result will not change. So as to keep this field dynamic, we use this process mapping instead of manually entering the details. Here I have entered the prompt, mapped all the details. In the max token, I am going to enter 900, reading this help desk, and I'm going to skip this temperature, presence penalty, frequency penalty, top K, top P. These fields are not required one, but if you want to enter, you can enter following the help desk given below these fields. I simply want to generate the content for my social media, and that's why I have entered the prompt, selected the model and the roles itself. I'm simply going to click on save and send test request. Let's wait for the response. And we have received the response. So if I scroll down, we have this message content, and I'm going to open this and check what content it has generated. So here it says, I cut my monthly software and staffing cost by 30% in 90 days using no-code automation for business with Pabbly Connect. Instead of hiring extra help, I mapped a repetitive task, lead capture, onboarding emails, invoicing, chasing, client reporting, status alert. So this is the very nice content which it has generated for me, and I can post this directly to my social media accounts. I'm going to cross this step. I'm going to click on this add new action step, and in my action application, I'll search for Facebook now. I'll go with this Facebook pages, and in my action event, I'm going to select it as create page post and then click on connect. If you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on this add new connection, then click on this connect with Facebook pages. I've already logged in my Facebook, and that's why I'm going to continue with the same Facebook account. It is always advisable to keep your applications logged in for the easy authorization. And here connection created successfully. I need to enter this page. If I open my Facebook, this is the page which I have created by the name Digital Dynamics, and I wanted to post all this content on this Digital Dynamics. So I'm going to select the page as Digital Dynamics, and then I need to enter this message. So I'm going to map the content which we have generated from Perplexity AI instead of manually entering the message, and the message is just the content which we have generated from Perplexity, which is this one. So here I have mapped this such that whenever I receive a new content from this Perplexity, it gets replaced with this message field. I'm going to click on the save and send test request, and you will see this post will be created on my Facebook. Here we have received the response, and this response is a positive one. I'll open my Facebook, refresh this page once. If I scroll down just now, I have created this post. I cut my monthly software and staffing cost by 30% in 90 days. This is the same exact generated content, and we have posted it. Now, as I have posted it on my Facebook, I want to do the same to my WordPress and Twitter. I'm going to click on this add new action step, and in my action application, I'll search for WordPress. In my action event, I'm going to select it as create a post and then click on connect. If you have an existing connection, go with save. If you don't have one, click on the add new connection, and then you have to enter the email, password and the base URL. Here I have entered the credentials. I want to get this base URL. I'm going to open my WordPress. On the top, I have this link which I'm going to copy, paste it over here, and then I'm going to remove the /wp admin. I'm going to keep the base URL till this paytowall.com. I have entered all the details. I'm going to click on this save. And here connection created successfully. WordPress is connected. Now I'm going to enter these details. The first one is post type. I'm going to select the post type as post, and then I'm going to map this post title. So I'm going to map this post title from my Google Sheets response. The title was this one. The post content is that which we generated using Perplexity. So I'm going to map that content, which is this one. In the slug excerpt, I'm not going to enter anything. The status will remain publish. I'm going to skip this category ID tags. In this featured media ID, I'm going to toggle on this button and remove this ID. The format will be standard. Ping status will be open. Comment will be open. I'm going to select the author ID as this one. Then these fields I'm going to skip. So I have basically just mapped the title and the content. I'm going to execute this step and you will see this post will be created on my WordPress. Here, let's wait for the response. And we have received the response. This response is a positive one. Let me open my WordPress. I'll go towards this post, click on this all post. And we have created this post. I'm going to click on this view and it says how I automated my business and reduced cost. This is the same exact content which we have generated, posted to Facebook, posted to WordPress. Now I need to post this to my Twitter. I'll cross this step. I'll click on this add new action step and in my action application, I'll search for Twitter. In my action event, I'm going to select it as create tweet and then click on connect. So over here, I'm going to click on this add new connection, then click on this connect with X. I need to enter this client ID and the client secret. To get this, a hyperlink is provided to me, which I'm going to open, and I will be landed towards the forum page of Pabbly. If I scroll down, I have this link provided to me. Go to this page and sign up for free account. I'm going to open this link and I will be landed towards this developer platform of Twitter, from where I'm going to click on this developer portal. And I'm landed towards this page. Now on the left hand side where you can see all these options, I'm going to open the apps and projects and then open the application which I've created, and then from here go towards the keys and token. I'm going to scroll down and over here I have this client ID and the client secret. I'm going to click on this regenerate of this client secret and it says do you want to regenerate? I'm going to click on this yes, regenerate, and a client secret is provided to me. I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it to my workflow. I've copied this client ID, pasted over here, and then I'm going to save this. So here it is asking me to authorize this application. I'm going to click on this authorize app. And Twitter is connected to Pabbly Connect. Now I need to enter this. In the message, I'm going to write, hey people, we have published a new article on, and then I'm going to enter the title, which is this one, how I automated my business and reduced cost, and I'm going to provide the link. Check this out here. So I'm going to enter the link. Now before posting on Twitter, I have created the post on my WordPress. So I have the link. I'm going to click on this field. I'm going to click on this WordPress and I'm going to search for link. So this is the link which I have received. I have mapped the title and I have mapped the link. In this quote tweet ID, I'm not going to enter anything. And then in this direct message deep link, I'm not going to enter anything. I've simply created a tweet. Hey people, we have published a new article on this topic. Check this out here and the link. I'm going to click on the save and send test request and we have received the response. This response is a positive one. Let me open my Twitter. I'm going to refresh this page once here. And if I scroll down, we have just 13 seconds ago created this tweet. If I click on this link, I will be redirected towards the same article or the same post. So here we have finally completed this workflow, and in this manner you can automate your entire content creation every day. You just need to add the title keywords in your Google Sheets spreadsheet. Perplexity is going to generate the content and post it to your Facebook, WordPress, and so on. So this is how this automation workflow is going to run, and here we have successfully created automation between Google Sheets, Perplexity, Facebook, WordPress and Twitter using Pabbly Connect. I have attached the link of this workflow in the description so that you can check this out, and you can stay tuned to our channel for learning more such interesting automation. Before you go, if you plan to upgrade, remember the code SHRUPPC to get the maximum benefits on your Pabbly purchase. If you have any doubts, you can comment down this video below. We will try to resolve it as soon as possible. I hope you liked this video and understood this video very well. Thanks for watching.